Hello and welcome to We Who Are About to Die. If you'd like to check out previous series of this game, then there will be links in the description. I think I've done 3 seasons of it so far, throughout its development cycle. Anyway, in this one, this is the newest update, which is entitled Champion's Journey. And, well, it's just come out today. The update has just come out today. It is massive. It is a huge update that changes a whole bunch of stuff and adds a very cool looking system by the name of traits. You can see here a lot of different traits available. I'm a little bit worried about it. A little bit worried about it. Otherwise, apart from that, we have a very detailed armor system as well as a weight system too. And that is what we're going to have to be very careful of. And just before we start, I just want to mention the game is currently on a sale, 30% off. If you want to check it out, there is a link in the description. So, here we go. These are all of the traits. Huge amounts of different traits here. And as you can maybe tell, we don't know what they do. We don't know what they do. There's a huge amount of them and we have no idea what they do. So, it is up to us to discover each and every one. So, the ones that we have currently here, I'm actually not going to be playing with this particular character because I'm not a big fan of the professional aspirant. But, just for the sake of it, let's take a look. So as you can see, we have 3 traits. We have a major positive trait, a minor negative trait, and a major negative trait. So, the major positive trait is Born Leader. Taunting vastly increases nearby allies' bonus weapon and movement skill for 5 seconds and makes them more aggressive. So when you taunt, obviously if you're in a team-based game mode, you're going to have a great time. Then you have Cursed, a minus 10% chance of a positive outcome on most randomized effects. That means random events, discounts, match info, item drops, bribery, disarms. I'm not a big fan of that one. And then we have Unlucky, which is, again, another one of those, which has a minus 20% chance of a positive outcome on most randomized effects. So in other words, we have a 30% reduced chance of a positive outcome. Whoa, that's pretty harsh. Let's re-roll. Okay, oh, the re-rolling is actually much faster now. I like that, thank you. Thank you to the developers for that, because whenever I've had to re-roll in the past, it had to reload the entire screen. But now, no, that doesn't happen now. Anyway, we have a criminal scum backstory here. Let's see. We have a minor positive trait, and this basically gives us up to 50%, up to plus 50% fundraisers rate of conversion. So if you're using fundraisers, then that's obviously a good way to go. You have a major neutral trait here. You gain a damage multiplier equal to your negative fame multiplier, and this is a really big deal. So this basically changes the entirety of how you might play, because there are indeed a number of items in the game. I'm looking at the slave mask here. I think there is a slave mask or something that actually gives you minus 90% fame multiplier or something like that. And then you obviously have this, which is frail constitution, which is a minus 25 to maximum HP. Not entirely sure if I like any of these. I mean, I like the villain one. The villain one is looking real good, but we're still just going to re-roll because I want to show you a couple of extra traits here. Damage dealt and taken increased by 25%. Minus 15 bonus movement skill. Okay. We have Blacksmith's Friend. Significantly more fights have the battle trait Insurance. And Brawler, plus 10 damage from destructible items, plus 20% damage when your weapon has less than 50 durability, plus 50% durability damage on your weapons. More destructibles are thrown into the arena. And then you obviously have a major negative trait here, Vertically Challenged, minus 15% damage, minus 20 to all weight thresholds, and your body is physically smaller. And now bear in mind, weight has a huge impact on a number of things in the game now as well, and we're going to explore that obviously as we go. What about Slayer? All weapons gain multi-hit, and they always decapitate or dismember. Villain. This might actually be cool. I don't like the professional aspirant particularly much, but he starts with a two-handed. That might be fun. Okay, fine. Let's do it. We're going to call him I have a terrible naming policy. Let's just call him Slayer of... salad. Got it. Perfect. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. Alright, here we go, here we go. Now, I am actually going to be trying to make him into... I mean, he's got the villain trait, right? He's got the villain trait, so we need to make him have the lowest fame multiplier possible. So that means that we need to start using things that give us a negative amount. Also, sandals, by the way, have... or shall we say, some items seem to have attributes in one way or another. Not sure whether that's only the sandals specifically, but as you can see right here, sandals provide us with +5 movement, which obviously gives us a bit of a benefit there, which is actually quite nice. What I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to get the padded tunic here. I am probably... we are the villain, right? Yeah, we are villain, we are villain. Okay, so that means... there are a bunch of reward traits as well that we have to unlock, so that's indeed a thing. Bear in mind, we do have 75 HP, because we started with, the weak constitution trait. So that is going to be a little bit harsh, but hopefully we'll be okay. Now bear in mind, because we played with the professional aspirant, things are going to be a little bit easier for us when it comes to training. So we are just going to train every single day of the week, because it is just so cheap, it makes all the sense in the world. Now, they've also added a new function here called the calendar, so you can actually have a look and see exactly what kinds of matches are going to be in your future. So you see here, it also provides you, this is actually very cool, it does provide you with a new trait, as you see. This fight will grant a new trait. So there is a big reason to get prepared for that, and then to go in and fight it. That is very nice. I personally very much like that, because beforehand, these fights were not something that I really cared about doing that much, because they were so dangerous. They were very dangerous, they were very difficult to complete, and many times I would think to myself, you know what, I'm just not going to. I'm just not going to do that. I think that's too hard. However, if I can unlock a new trait, then I think that sounds great. Anyway, what we're going to do here is I'm going to do the survival, and we're going to try to win within 1 minute. I don't think that's going to work, but I'll try it nevertheless, because I think that that's going to be quite fun. End with -50% public favor. This is going to be a little bit difficult, but that's the thing. The lower the public favor, the higher the damage we have. So I'm not sure how well that's going to work, but as I say, we are going to need to just focus on getting armor that provides us with a fame disadvantage, a fame penalty as much as possible. Ooh, this is the new arena. Oh, fantastic. Okay, yeah, there is also a new arena in the game, so we are getting doubly lucky here in almost every respect. Now, let's hope that I don't actually get myself murdered. That would be rather unfortunate. Okay, hello there, sir. I am ready to slay you. Okay, yeah, he's not going to actually take the slaying lying down, is he? No. Ow. Yeah, that actually hurt quite a bit. Now, bear in mind, I am actually going to try and go for the heavy weight class here, because if I go for the heavy weight class, I believe I have additional benefits. I think you can hit harder, and I think there is something else. It was included in the developers' release of this particular update, and I was thinking to myself, wow, that sounds very, very cool, and I cannot wait to try that out. So yeah, we're gonna try to go for that, because basically it means that you can do amazing amounts of damage to shields and things. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be able to win this in 1 minute. Yeah, no, that was a little bit too a little bit too much, unfortunately for me, but it's okay. We're hopefully going to be fine here. I need to be super careful though. My stamina is super low because I am indeed training. You can see my fame at the moment is crazy, super high as well. Not really what we want, ideally. And I probably should have purchased a new two-handed, to be honest, but I didn't really want to re-roll a huge amount because it does cost us a pretty significant amount of fame to do that. And, well, I kind of wanted to save that because the professional aspirant does have a bit more of a problem earning fame to begin with. So we're probably not going to be re-rolling a whole bunch. It's probably going to be a bit more difficult for us to do that. Okay, come on now. Let's just do some damage. That's all we need to do. Just a little bit of damage here and there. And we can also obviously block if we so desire. My multi-hit isn't really coming into effect right here because there are just 2 enemies. So obviously it's not really going to be that effective. Oh, this guy's using the blacksmith's hammer. You know how I feel about the blacksmith's hammer. It is probably one of the best, if not the most amazing weapon in the entire game for its diminutive size. It is extremely small, very low reach, but it is, in my opinion, one of the most powerful weapons that you can get, if they haven't changed it in this update. But from whenever I've used it, I have consistently said, wow, this is an amazing weapon. So if you're looking for a really, really good weapon, I'd highly recommend the blacksmith's hammer, or whatever it's called. Small hammer, I think it's called. Small hammer or something like that. It's really quite amazing. Okay, here we go. Come on now. Get him. Oh no, my weapon's gonna break soon. That's bad. Okay, well, actually, it's not too bad because I can pick up some weapons nearby. Bear in mind that we are playing on the highest difficulty as well, which means that every single enemy has more HP. They have 125 HP, and I have 75, so they have 50 more, which is actually kind of crazy. Anyway, there you go. There's the victory for us. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything amazing from that because obviously I didn't do the bet, you know? I didn't do the bet because I mistakenly thought that I was going to do a lot better than I actually did. So, a little bit, a little bit sad, but, you know, it happens. It happens. All right, so we now have, there's the small hammer. There is indeed the small hammer, as I was just talking about. This is, in my opinion, one of the most powerful weapons ever, and I'm actually going to be buying it. Going to sell my old weapon, and as you can see, it actually shows you, oh, that's super nice. Oh, okay. That is actually really nice. We now have a plus 12%, yes, a plus 12% damage modifier. So because we have equipped those things, we have a pretty incredible, ooh, oh yeah. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I'm gonna unequip this. We have plus 27% damage right now. Okay, I actually really appreciate additions to the game like this. Any single time a game does something like this where it fundamentally changes how you play and how you approach certain situations, I am behind that 100% because that is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm always looking for a unique way to play a certain backstory or, a certain situation or something like that. I always love that kind of thing because it makes you feel like you are actually doing something a little bit unique to you, specifically, which I very much like. So anyway, let's just heal ourselves. We're at 66 out of 75. I think that's probably going to be fine, but let's be a little bit careful here. Bear in mind, I do have to get ready for the Taskmaster battle that is in week 4. As you can see, this pops up every single time we go into this little battle screen. However, you can indeed close this. You don't have to have it automatically open every single time, but I personally think it really very much helps us out. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is. All right. So how are we going to get ready? Well, we have a... yeah, that's never going to happen in a million years. This is going to be way too difficult for me, personally, even though it's actually not even giving me that much. Look at that. It doesn't give me that much. All right. This is a many versus many. That is way too harsh as well. So I guess we're going to be going for the 1 versus 1. That's probably it. I don't really like any of the bets, so we'll probably just go for this. And this is in the new arena as well. This is in the new arena, so very excited once again. I actually like the new arena. I think it looks very cool. It's quite. Shall we say? Wait a minute. This is the new arena? Wait a minute, were there 2? Are there 2 new maps? Because I've never seen that previous map before. This is another new one. Okay. Wow. Okay, so they've been busy. Oh yeah. They've been busy. They've been cooking. They've been cooking like no one's business. Alright, yeah, so I have my small hammer here. This should be very easy for us. As I said, basically, if you go in and you use the small hammer and you are kind of aggressive, you're gonna have a pretty nice time. Let's just try and hit his legs a little bit. Let's try and block. There we go. Unfortunate that he has armor on the left arm, so we should probably attack from his right side. Let's be a little bit careful here as well. Bear in mind, I don't have to win within any certain time limit, so I should be fine. How did I not block that? Okay, I thought I actually blocked it, but apparently not. I was disarmed? No. Oh dear. Well, this is not so good. My small hammer is actually over there. Oh, never mind. Okay, I can actually pick it up. I didn't know I could destroy these. Oh, never mind, he's dead. Oh, that is the funniest thing. Okay, whew. That was actually a little bit closer than I would have liked, but he was wearing some pretty good stuff, I gotta say. He was wearing a really, really good piece of armor right there, and making it quite difficult for us. Okay, what's this? Ooh, this is a new thing. This is a new event. Okay, I've never experienced this ever before. Bear in mind, as I said to you, I have played this game a lot, and I have never experienced this event ever before. So it says here, while strolling through the city streets, a shadow emerges. Do we face the ill-fated bandit, or do we flee the scene? I'm gonna face the bandit. This is real bad, by the way. This is not in a sort of like flavor sense, because I think this is. Oh no. Oh no. This is real bad. Okay, yeah, I should not have done this. I am so dead. Actually, wait, maybe not. Oh, he's dead. He's out of there. He's dead already. What? Okay, wait a minute. We might be okay. We might be okay. If I can actually just, wait a minute. We're not even training in this one, so I have a lot more stamina to use, which is actually pretty amazing. Okay, I gotta be careful. Gotta use my movement, because I am still playing, lightweight, so I shouldn't have to worry too much. This guy's using a mining pick. Oh, he hit his friend. That's fantastic. Okay, let's be a little bit careful here. Oh, wow. Yeah, I did not realize that there were gonna be so many people. But they don't have that much HP, as you can see, so this is pretty good. The balancing on this is absolutely fine. Because if these guys were full HP, or if they had... I think there's probably Rabble active or something, because it lowers their max HP by 50%. But you can see how much damage we're actually doing with the small hammer. It's actually crazy. What are we going to get for this, though? That's the question. We got 200... Really? 217 gold. Alright. You were able to fight off your attackers and looted some gold in the process. Okay. Okay, well, okay, fine. You know what I'm gonna say, right? You know what I'm gonna say almost immediately. I personally would like to see a greater reward for defeating those guys, because 200 gold is not even enough to potentially cover your medical bills, and that guy literally would have... if he had hit me, I would have had to spend even more cash to heal myself. So that is just my perspective on that right now. That's just my small little piece of feedback on that. I think that the reward for surviving that should be a little bit higher, or you should be able to, I don't know, maybe recover a piece of gear from these guys or something. I don't know. I'm just saying. That's just my feedback on it so far. Because I think that 219 or whatever we got is a little bit too low from my perspective. However, on the flip side of things, I technically could have run away. I did not have to go into that fight. I could have run away and suffered the consequences of whatever actually would have happened otherwise. Okay, let's actually see what happens here. 1 versus many. We're going to do the 1 versus many. This is insurance. It's a level 3. Might be okay. Might be fine. We're in the city market again with our trusty small hammer, and we're going to see how we do. These guys are probably not going to know what hit them really, because the small hammer, as I say, is literally one of the most fiendish weapons ever. This guy's actually wearing the mask that I would like to get, because that is the thing that gives you the massive negative amounts of fame. Oh yeah, this is this bug. This is this fame bug that hasn't been, not fame bug. This is the stamina bug that is still actually active. Yeah, basically sometimes you get stuck at zero stamina, and you're gonna need to swing again to be able to fix that. I'm hoping maybe they're gonna push something to fix that at some point. It doesn't happen that often, but just know that it is pretty easy to fix. You literally just swing again. I'm not sure what causes it either, but yeah. Anyway, point is, let's murder. Let us murder these fellows, and we're probably going to be fine. I mean, let's face it, we're probably going to be absolutely fine. These guys really do not know what they have angered here. The small hammer hungers for their blood. And, well, as you can quite clearly tell, it is doing massive damage. It really is. Obviously not against this guy so much, but against the other fellow, yeah, it's absolutely murdering everything. Whoa, this guy hit for a massive amount. Look at that. He hit like a truck right there, and he actually disarmed me too. Nice. You see exactly what I'm talking about? The amount of damage that the small hammer can actually accomplish is so massive. It is really, really good. Okay, yeah, I need to get more than 27%. I really do. I need to get more than minus 27% fame penalty. That would be so nice right now. It really would. I'd like more options in the shop after every match. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's actually have a look here. Alright, yeah, the small hammer, there's another one. Funnily enough, the small hammer is also so good because the durability is so high. So you can basically use this thing almost forever, pretty much. And then when you don't need it anymore, you can just sell it or do whatever else. You can repair it, and then you can make it go back up to full durability in one fell swoop. It's actually super, super powerful in that regard. There is a toothed hoe here. We have another polearm, which I'm not a big fan of. I really don't like the polearms in this game. I'm not very good with them. They can be very powerful, but I'm just not very good with them myself. So yeah, otherwise, I believe, yep, we are now about to fight the Taskmaster. So let's get ready to do that. So I'm not going to train. I'm going to heal myself quite dramatically here. So we're at full HP basically. And if we win, I would like to heal myself for a lot more. So let's take we who are about to disinfect. And then I think that's probably going to be it. I'm not sure. Yeah, you have not unlocked this reward trait yet. Yeah, so that's going to be coming in just a moment. If I can achieve victory, that is. Let's see. There are some new items available here as well. I wouldn't mind buying a chest piece, but the problem with buying a chest piece right now is that I actually want to purchase something that gives me a minus... Ah. Hello. Perfect. There we go. We now have plus 37% damage. Oh yeah. We're gonna need it. We are gonna need it. Okay. Yeah, so I am basically ready. Let's do this. We get +1 character trait. Oh yeah. I am so prepared for this. I am actually really excited about this as well, because being able to uncover random mysterious traits, I am all for that. I think that that is an extremely cool prospect and concept, shall we say. Thankfully, he only has 3 ads with him, so we shouldn't have too many issues with that. We are going to have problems with actually defeating him himself. He is actually quite difficult, at least from what I remember. I think he comes along with a... the claw weapon? What is the claw weapon again? I can't remember what it's actually called, but it's like a claw sort of thing where it does massive damage, has very low durability, but it does a lot of damage. And I'm very worried about that, because it can just chunk your HP very, very fast. So, kind of hoping that we're not going to have any issues with that. This guy really needs to go away. Let's try and kill this one as well. Are we literally getting tomatoes thrown at us or something? Did you see that? Okay, I've got to be careful here. Okay, we got to go on here. Let's try and avoid taking any damage. No, no, no. Ah, where are they coming from? Did you see that? Okay, that guy's hitting his friend. Oh, he's dead. He's out of there. Thank you. Rusty iron buckler. I'm going to pick that up. Did villain actually increase in damage when I picked that up? I actually don't know. I'm wondering whether it changes dependent on what you're wearing in combat. As in, does it update in real time in combat, or do I need to be on the equipment screen? I think I probably have to be on the equipment screen. But anyway, there you go. There's the Taskmaster. He's ready. He is ready. I am ready. Let's do this, sir. He seems to be a little bit stuck. Yes. He's a little bit stuck. We don't really have to worry about this, actually. You know why? Because he's going to get teleported out in about 5 seconds, I think, probably. So we just have to be wary. There we go. There he is. And then we just have to watch out for that. Because if he teleported close to me, I'd have to be careful, you know? Okay, here we go now. Yeah, he has the claw. Like I said, no, massive damage. No, that is so terrible. Okay, I really need to be... Oh, no. Are you joking, sir? Okay, I'm going to drop my shield. It's absolutely terrible. It kills me every time. No matter what. I always die whenever I have a shield. I'm going to actually pick up the Iron Falchion, which is another favorite of mine, and I'm going to need the additional reach. That is my main issue here right now. Okay, I'm gonna have to run away. Oh no, I'm so dead. I think I'm actually dead. Oh no, come on, I cannot die. He's out of there. Woo. Could you tell I really wanted to get that? Could you tell? Whew. Yes. I really wanted to get that super badly. There's the Taskmaster's Claw, by the way. They have recategorized the elite weapons as uniques. And this is exactly the reason why we're seeing a completely different color here. Super, super nice. As you can see, it does 35 damage. Has a very low durability, but obviously this thing is going to absolutely chunk your opponents. So I'm actually going to be picking it up. And let me actually just see here. Is there actually anything else? How do I see... Wait a minute. How do I see items again? It seems like I can't see the shields for some reason. I'm not sure why. Okay, I guess I'll just pick up this shield then. Alright, there we go. And we're done. So let's see what kind of trait we gained. I am so incredibly psyched for this because I literally was trying my hardest. Usually that guy completely kills me every single time, so I usually try to avoid fighting him. But I was forced into it this time by getting a trait. So here we go. Your trials in combat have inspired growth. We get to choose one, so it's not just us getting one randomly. We actually get to choose one. Okay, this is cool. Alright, so we got Blessed, which does give us a plus 10% chance of a positive outcome on most randomized effects. Clairvoyance is a plus 33% chance to automatically reveal all battle information. I like the flavor text on that one. That is pretty funny. You can actually read. Yes. And we have Haggler. Okay, Haggler, in my opinion, is only going to be really, really good for the Blacksmith's Apprentice backstory if you're trying to complete that particular backstory's objective. For me personally, I think that's probably what it's for. However, I think I'm probably going to be taking Blessed here. Because, as you see, I think this makes the most sense. I think this probably makes the most sense. So I'm going to be taking Blessed. There we go. Alright, one-handed sword skill. Yeah, I'll definitely take the one-handed sword skill. Valerius, yeah, he likes us quite a bit, as you can see. And now he's going to allow us for promotional campaigns to exchange gold for fame in a ratio of 1-to-1, which is actually pretty nice. Anyway, let's actually just do a little bit of a something here. I'm going to have to be a little bit careful. Yeah, so this shield, I don't really like this. I don't really like shields. I'm super bad at using them in this game, so I generally tend to stay away from them as much as possible, unless they are massive, like this one, for example, because this one is basically going to block pretty much anything that will come your way. Whereas if you are using a buckler, for example, as you see, it's really, really small. It's extremely difficult to use this in a blocking fashion. You're going to have to be very, very good with blocking to be able to make that work. All right. So, yeah, let's take a look and see. We are now in the medium category, which means that we have a stamina regeneration penalty of -12%. And, well, we have no effects, unfortunately, as a result of that. I actually do want to get, as you can see here, we do have a number of traits already unlocked, you know, for information's sake. But there is a very specific trait that I really, really want. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get it, but hopefully I won't have to do elite fights every single time to be able to get those. No. As you can see, I don't. Okay, very cool. So basically, I need to do tournaments. I need to do tournaments, and I need to do bosses as well. Was this actually a boss? Yeah, that was a boss. Okay, so that's a boss battle instead of an elite fight now. Okay, okay, I understand. Alright, so yeah. That is going to be very harsh. I am using a... What? I'm using no weapon right now. Oh dear. Okay, that's a little bit problematic. What about a Bong Mala? Am I high enough to use that? High enough level, that is? Yes, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, sure, why not? Let's use it. Let's go for a two-handed mace. Let's go for some training. Let's heal ourselves. Get myself back up to almost full HP. I don't want to spend too much money on that, but the problem is I am probably going to die if I don't, you know, get full HP maybe. Anyway, insurance is available, so that's actually kind of nice. Shall we go for the one versus many? I guess we will. There isn't any bets that I really want to go for here. This is not really looking super, super good. Yeah, fortune smiles upon you. Battle reveal. So I assume one of these things got revealed in its entirety, maybe. Anyway, yeah, let's go. Let's go straight for it. Now, one versus many seems to be a bit toned down in regards to its rewards. I'm not sure if that has been changed as well. But whatever the case, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to do these anyway, just because they are actually quite fun. And let's see whether we can actually achieve victory here. If I can, then that means oh yeah, I didn't actually repair my Taskmaster's weapon. Oh, I knew I forgot something. Ah, never mind. Oh well. Oh, massive damage. Okay, gotta be careful here. His shield's already dead. Wow, that's actually hilarious. Okay, gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Don't want to get hit. Oh, he was that low? Okay, I had no idea. I had no idea he was that low in HP. Alright, there you go. That is indeed a victory for us. Nice, nice, nice. Not too bad. Yeah, I still wanna... I really want to find that slave mask. I don't think I'm actually ever gonna find that, am I? That's so disappointing. I don't know how I can actually find it. Ooh, this is actually not bad. Okay, this does give us 10% additional damage, which is obviously one of the main reasons why we would want to get that. Okay, I'm going to buy that. It's only 800 gold anyway, so might as well. Let's do that. We do lose a little bit of movement speed as a result of it, but I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. Now, we're going to purchase... Is this a two-handed mace, by the way? It is. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so let's wait a minute. Should I train? Yes. Okay. I didn't want to make a mistake there, that's for sure. That would have been pretty bad. Okay, so no, we're fine, we're fine. Okay, entourage. We are almost available for that. We almost have enough cash to be able to do that. Maybe I'm going to be able to do it from the next battle. Maybe. It very much depends. Ooh, yeah, you seeing what I'm seeing? I'm seeing one versus many with a rabble here. Rabble is one of my favorite traits just because it makes it just that much easier for us to win. However, as you can see, we are up against some pretty tough opponents, and they can still deal massive damage. So, of course, that's going to be a bit of a problem. Let's take one of the bets here, shall we? And shall I just go for it? I need to actually buy this for protection. Unfortunately, I really don't like doing that because it does reduce my overall damage output, which is really quite sad. But what else can I do, you know? What else can I do? I have to do those kinds of things. And yeah, now we're just going to go straight on in. All right, let's do this. This is going to be a tough one, I think, because we are up against a Lion Slayer. I'm not too scared of the Owa Khan Maniacs because they tend to be very lightly armored. They tend to use two-handed weapons that are quite slow, and so it's not too bad to get away from them. But the Lion Slayer, on the other hand, is a bit more defensive, a little bit harder to kill. As you can see, I think this is the Lion Slayer right here. Ooh, okay, there we go. I think Rabble saved me so much there. because in longer fights, I think I'm going to panic, and it's just not going to work out very well. So I think that's great. We actually did a pretty good job there. Not too bad. We have enough, I think, fame and maybe money now to be able to purchase Entourage, maybe? Which would actually be pretty cool if we can maybe make that work. I'm going to take the small hammer here because I want to be able to sell that with a decent refund. I think I can probably sell that right now, actually, maybe. Alright, so if we take a look at the calendar here, you can see that it is indeed now time for the tournament. Now, the tournament is, as you might expect, going to be a bit of a grand melee kind of deal. We're going to have a lot of enemies, they're going to be all over the place, and as a result, I think it's probably going to be beneficial if I get Entourage. Because if I get Entourage right now, it is going to provide me with +2 allies to any battle, which is going to be extremely powerful for us. I am going to be left with very little money, but that is a price I am willing to pay for a little bit of extra security. It's going to be difficult, nevertheless. I'm not sure whether I should use my Taskmaster's Claw, because I'm thinking right now, maybe I should. It's a one-handed sword. You can see how lethal that thing looks. Wow. Yeah, that looks really, really lethal. Unfortunately, as you can see right here, it does reduce my overall damage by 20%. But if we take a look and see how much damage I'm actually going to do, because with this particular weapon, it is a flat value of 28%. So if you think about how, you know, what 30% of that is or 20% of that is, it's not that much. But obviously with various multipliers like speed bonuses and so on and so forth, it is probably going to be adding up quite a great deal. So maybe it's going to be worth it. Unfortunately, I don't have enough money to be able to purchase pretty much anything else. So I am literally just going to have to go in like this. So, Grand Tournament it is. This is what we're going to have to fight. A bunch of Owakan people, which shouldn't be too bad. I think the Miradon Chosen is going to be the most difficult, but I'm hopeful that Entourage will activate every single round. If it activates every single round, I'm going to be completely fine. If it doesn't, then I might die. That's what it comes down to here. Let's go. One of the most amazing things about this particular tournament is that it does have the insurance trait. That is literally the only thing that is probably going to save us. Maybe Entourage as well will actually come in handy, but insurance is what I'm mostly looking for here because the Taskmaster's Blade, as I said to you before, has extremely low durability. And as a result, it is going to be destroyed really, really fast. But because of the way that this works, and we have insurance, it's probably not going to be getting destroyed anytime soon, which is really, really nice. As you can see, we actually just murdered someone super, super fast here. Because the Taskmaster's Claw, as I said before, is one of the most highest, well, is one of the highest damaging weapons in the entire game for a one-handed, because of course it does have that drawback of being extremely fragile. And you can see exactly why it does so much damage. Like, really, I mean, look at how much damage it's doing. 29 damage consistently, basically, almost all the time. And it's actually really impressive. It's one of those, you know, that's the reason why I'm so afraid of the Taskmaster in general, because it is such an early game fight. And if you want to fight him, you're going to have to deal with the blade as well. And it's just extremely damaging. Scarily so. And there we go, that's it. Is that it? That is indeed it. Wow, I am extremely surprised. Okay, well, thankfully, because this is indeed a tournament, we are going to be healed for 25 HP after every round. And I think Entourage is actually helping us a huge amount here as well, because I'm able to get additional help. But look at how much damage I'm dealing with this weapon. Literally, 20 plus damage every single time. Most of the time dealing 20 plus damage. And these guys, as I said to you, they are Owakan, right? Owakan are indeed people that tend to fight with very minimal armor. And that is entirely the reason why I am even doing this much damage to them. Because if they actually had armor on, I would be doing much less. For example, if I was fighting a Lion Slayer right now, I'd probably have to destroy their armor first, and it would be pretty difficult, you know? It would be pretty difficult. It would take a little bit longer. So there's also that. And you can also hit overheads with this thing and actually do massive damage, as you see right there. And that is indeed another victory. That was record time right there, because we were just getting critical hit after critical hit on unarmored body parts, which was extremely effective, as you might expect. Anyway, this guy's got a flail. As you know, or may not know, I'm not a big fan of flails. I actually think that flails are some of the most unpredictable weapon in the entire game. Super difficult to deal with, for me. And they can still deal damage even if you don't expect it. I just got 70... Wait a minute, how did I just take damage? Wait a minute. Did you see that? I took damage, but my HP did not go down. Is that my blessing? Is that the blessing preventing me from taking damage or something like that? I'm actually not entirely sure, but yeah, I should have been at around, I think 70%, 60% HP there, but I'm not complaining, okay? I am not complaining. I'm absolutely fine with that. Thank you very much. Alright, so there we go. We now have the ability to pick a new... Oh, we got it. This is the weapon... should we say, not the weapon. This is the trait that I have been waiting for the entire time. This. Yeah. This. Now, this is obviously something that you want to use if you have a massive two-handed mace. Like, for example, I was using the Bong Mala. That is indeed a weapon that is going to be exceptional with this particular trait. And that's the reason why I was like, yeah, okay, I probably need to get something like that. Because imagine you hit... with the Bong Mala, and you already have a, I think, 25% chance to stun. And then if you have a heavy weight, it's going to provide you with an additional 25% chance to stun. Obviously, you do have to have heavy weight for this to actually work, which is quite a big caveat, because obviously maybe this early in the game, you're not going to be that... you know, that heavy because you don't have a huge amount of money or resources or anything like that. So let's have a look at some of the others just in case. The following effects scale by your positive favor with Aluora. Reduced favor decay up to 3% after battle with all other patrons. You gain favor with all other patrons up to 25%. That's actually pretty cool. And then you also have this, which is Two-Handed Weapon Expert, and that is +5 base damage if weapon skill is above 50, and +10 base damage if weapon skill is above 100. What? I didn't think weapon skill could actually go above 100. I thought 100 was the maximum level that you could get to. But maybe that's been changed. I don't know. Right. I'm actually thinking about Aluora's boy at this point, which I think is quite funny. I'm thinking of that right now, mostly because I think that favor with patrons is actually an underrated statistic, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use the Bong Mala. Should I? I don't know. I feel like maybe, this is going to be so good though. If it actually, okay, yeah, no, I'm just going to take that. I'm just going to take it. Okay, yeah, that's absolutely fine. All right, good. Okay, we did it. We made some decisions. Maybe they weren't the best ones, but we made them nevertheless. As you can see here, oh no, it doesn't even have a stun. It does have bonus knockback, but it doesn't have stun. Okay, never mind. Okay, I completely misread that, because I thought the 25% here was actually a stun chance, but it's actually just bonus damage versus unarmored parts. Okay, yeah, that's absolutely fine. I don't have a problem with that. That is still going to be absolutely fine with that 25% additional stun damage. Yeah, so let's have a look. Yeah, it actually works with everything as well. I have medium weight right now too, so it works even with my Taskmaster's Claw, which would probably be pretty exceptional at this point. We do have another boss battle very soon, in actual fact. Very, very soon. I'm actually quite surprised that we're getting one so fast. But yeah. Anyway, we have a survival here. This is a pretty decent reward. I'm probably going to be going for this. Insurance is active here as well. Do you think I can win this within 1 minute? You know what? I'm actually going to try, okay? I'm going to go super hard against these guys, because we do have the Taskmaster's Claw. Why would we not, right? Why would we not? I mean, it makes the most sense to do that. Let's see. What else do I want to go for here? I'm thinking probably aspirant's welfare. We might want to go for that. Or we might just want to save our money. Maybe we just want to save our money. Okay, yeah, let's just save it. Why not? Why not? Okay, let's go for it. So you've seen how powerful the Taskmaster's Claw has been so far, and I'm very much hoping that it's going to be remaining to be that way. Hopefully it is. We are unfortunately up against a guy with a flail, so I'm going to be going super aggressive against this, because I do not want to fight this guy for any length of time. As you can see, we just absolutely destroyed him. This other guy has an axe, which I'm not a big fan of either, but thankfully axes are a lot less unpredictable than the flail, so we shouldn't have too many issues. This guy also does not have a helmet, so I can basically just hit overheads, and he's dead. And I won in 34 seconds, and that just goes to show Taskmaster's Claw is one of the greatest weapons you can get. If you can pick it up, and actually get the, you know, spoils to the victor thing. I actually don't know whether that is always active during the boss battle, but if it is, then, you know, by all means, get it. It's actually pretty cool. Let's go for the max HP right here so we can actually increase our HP and make sure that we survive a little bit more, you know, more steadily, shall we say. And let's see what else we can do here. Shield not looking so good right there. I wouldn't mind using a shield if the shield gives me a significant deficit in fame multiplier, but unfortunately a lot of these shields don't seem to have any multiplier at all, so that is a little bit unfortunate for me, because I am indeed having the villain trait at the moment. So yeah, we are now in the week of the next boss battle, and technically I think I'm actually going to be fine here. I think I can probably defeat this with very minimal problems. Maybe. It seems like Spoils to the Victor is actually active every single time you do one of these. So you can pick up the boss's weapon, which I actually think is a very cool decision by the developers. I think that's actually really, really fun. Because let's face it, you always want to pick up a unique weapon, right? You always want to do that. That's just super fun to do. Anyway, what do I want to go for? What do I want to go for? I don't know. I guess I'm going to re-roll one time. Just see if I can maybe get some stuff. This is a decent helmet. Yeah, okay. One thing, right? Okay, I'm gonna make a suggestion here. A little bit of feedback. A little bit of feedback for the developers. I think if they even watch this, they may not. But I'm just gonna tell you anyway. What I'm gonna say is I think that there should be some higher tier armor that has a negative fame multiplier. I know this is obviously going to require more work, and it's kind of annoying to do that, but the fact is, what I'm saying right now is that I would purchase this, for example, right now, if this had a negative fame multiplier, but it doesn't. It has a plus 15% fame multiplier, and I want to try to gear around the villain trait, but I cannot gear around it if every single high tier piece that I see is a positive fame multiplier, which is obviously the main problem here. I am going to be buying this, I think. This is going to be somewhat okay, I guess. Let's unlock that. I guess I'll buy the helmet as well, or should I re-roll? I guess I'll re-roll. We'll see what we can get. Maybe there's going to be something good. Yeah, now this is indeed, as I said before, one of the most damaging weapons, right? The Taskmaster's Claw is one of the most damaging weapons. However, I was not taking into account, and I wasn't mentioning, very much on purpose, the godly weapon quality. If you see a godly weapon, you can best bet it is going to do some pretty good damage, as you can see right here. It also has insane durability as well. It's got a great fame multiplier. It's got everything that you would want from a godly weapon. However, it is also extremely expensive, as you can see right there. 16,000. Yeah, but I mean, literally, the Taskmaster's Claw is still absolutely fantastic because you literally get it in week 4 or something like that, which is just crazy good. Anyway, I'm going to heal myself back up to full HP, and we are indeed going to go in to this battle. And this is going to be very, very difficult, in my opinion. I think I'm actually going to fail this. I think I will probably fail this. I'm actually kind of worried about it, to be honest. So much so that I'm kind of nervously re-rolling the store. That's kind of what's happening here. Yeah, I kind of want to. Oh dear. Yeah, I want to get a better helmet if at all possible, but I'm getting pretty unlucky with this, so I'm probably not going to be able to. This gives me more stamina. Okay, sure. I'll get that. Why not? Let's sell this as well. There we are. All right. Okay. Fine. Let's do it. I've been stalling for way too long. Let's go. Okay. Now, bear in mind, we are going to have to fight, what is it, 4 or 5 people at the very beginning here, which is going to be very problematic. Oh, this is actually not bad. This battlefield is okay. This is not a terrible one. We're going to have a slightly easier time dealing with spacing in this, but it is still going to be a bit harsh. Oh, they've got really good gear. This is maybe bad. Oh, no way. No way. That guy is too well armored. That is the reason why we weren't able to defeat him there, because I wasn't able to get the stun on him. I think the Taskmaster's Claw was probably the... maybe the wrong idea, you know? Probably not the best weapon to go for in that particular situation. That was harsh. That was really, really harsh. Okay, but now we get to start with a completely new character with new traits, and bear in mind, I've also unlocked a bunch of additional traits that we may indeed be able to discover as we go forward. So, actually, Desperate Politician is maybe the best one to go for with Villain. Might be good. Whoa, these traits are absolutely terrible for him. You see this? You see this right here? Frail Constitution, minus 25 maximum HP. He already has 50 HP as a base, because he's this, you know. So him having another minus 25 max HP is gonna be insane. Let's try to reroll that a little bit more. You refuse to wear a chest piece. Okay, now what would be really cool right here is if I could have... if I could get it... Okay, wait. If I could get the villain trait with the slave backstory, this would probably be the most powerful character ever. Because the villain trait would give me such an insane damage multiplier. And the slave itself, with just the slave helmet, would give me the maximum that I would need. Which is actually pretty crazy. Damage dealt and taken increased by 25%. Significantly more fights have the battle trait, insurance, and you refuse to wear a chest piece. I mean, Refusing to wear a chest piece is pretty funny. Also, we have a peg leg right here. That is a major negative trait. Yeah, that's one of the new things that they've added here. I mean, the trait is obviously a pretty significant issue because it does reduce your bonus movement skill as well as making it so that you cannot dash. However, as a result, you do also have Jordas' Apprentice with this guy, which this effect scales by your positive favor with Jordas, and all your weapon skills increase up to plus 35, which is actually pretty cool. But we're going to be re-rolling that nevertheless because I want to see some more traits here. Ooh, minus 33% fame reward from fights and minus 33% fame bonus after combat. It is harder to win over the audience's favor in combat. Wow, some of these are super harsh. Okay, there's villain. Minus 15 bonus. This is actually not too bad. This is actually okay. Maybe this could be doable, but I kind of want something a little bit more impactful for our traits here. I'm thinking maybe something... Blacksmith's Apprentice with Blacksmith's Friend. I think that's quite funny. Okay, what about Warrior's Endurance here? Plus 20 bonus stamina skill. No, we're not going to go for that. Oh, there are so many really, really cool traits here, actually. Oh, yeah, the Brawler skill might be kind of fun. Okay, you know what? Let's go with this. Make Augie. There we go. Wonderful. Look at that. Okay, so we are not going to be wearing a chest piece with this guy ever. And we are blessed. And we have Brawler. So basically, plus 10 damage from destructible weapons, and plus 20% damage when your weapon has less than 50 durability, and plus 50% durability damage on your weapons. So in other words, your weapons are going to break really, really fast. That's basically how this is read, right? So I'm not sure how that's going to work, but stick around. I'm probably going to make some more episodes of this. And if you want to check out the game for yourself, there is a link in the description. There is a 30% discount right now, so if you want to pick it up, well, it's maybe a good idea. Maybe a good idea. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.